You bet. If you're gonna do it right. Right. Do it with me. If you're gonna do it right. Right. Do it with me. If you're gonna do it right. Right. Do it with me. If you're gonna do it right. Right. Do it with me. You're divine. What did you want to make you up? They tell me it's a crime. Oh. Everybody knows where the good people go, but where we're going, baby, ain't no such word as maybe. I'm your man.
So anyway, here they are, and we're on this wonderful boat with Wham. Wham. And so friendly.
That's so friendly, yes. How are you, Andy?
Now, we're going to start right at the beginning, 4 years ago. How did you actually meet? I mean, how did it actually all...
4 years ago, you're talking about
Well, you met
13,
years ago.
10, 12 years ago now.
1974. 12 years ago. School.
At school.
He was the new boy.
This is an old record, isn't it? I was the new boy.
No, it is, but still.
Yeah,
Get on
we
with
have
it.
to do it, I suppose. Yeah. No, we met at school. Just, I was, as he said, I was the new boy. I joined the school he was at in the 2nd or 3rd year, and we were placed in each other's company, not really by our
I
own
forced
choice.
myself. I'd never ever had...
Andrew felt sorry for me.
You know how when the new kids go to school, there's always someone elected to look after them, and never ever have they let me have a person. So I decided that this one was going to be mine.
So you looked after it?
Well, I wouldn't say I looked after him, but I certainly made
Were
sure
you
that he was in my
shy and
charge.
retiring?
It wasn't really, no. I mean, there's this
Reticent.
there's this image that I
Yeah.
suppose is quite a good image that people have built on the idea that Andrew transformed me from this terrible, this lonely
Shy,
child.
retiring
I know,
with
yeah.
A fat tummy.
I was very fat and ugly and all that stuff, but I wasn't retiring. I was quite loud, really.
We're retiring now.
Yeah, we're retiring now, that's it.
If you listen real hard, you can hear the sound of a million people switching out for work. Well, listen, Mr. Average, you're a jerk.
When did it all formulate that you'd become an actual group? Because you had a false start and then became Wham.
Oh, well, we basically when we met.
I'll answer this one.
Yeah, you answer this one. Go on.
It was just a music was really our common link.
Anyway.
It was our common link, and it really just progressed from there. We knew that we were going to have a band, and we got one together when we were 16, and that, as you like, was our full start. But we
didn't
soon
think
got
was
it
the
together.
full start.
No.
We thought it was the big one at the time. It's actually quite good that nothing happened because we were very amateur, but we had some kind of really commercial songs, but they were just very, very patchy. And if anybody had picked us up at the time and made something out of those commercial songs, it would have been very embarrassing to try and get, because it was like a ska group. And it would have been really embarrassing to try and get out of that into what we do now, really.
Hey, sucker! Hey, sucker! A married man, you're out of your head. Sleepless nights on an HP bed. A daddy by the time you're 21. If you're happy with a nappy, then you're in for fun. But you're here and you're there. Well, there's guys like you just everywhere. And looking back on the good old days, well, this young gun says,
Portion pays.
The differences in lifestyle that people talk about, I mean, obviously there are large differences in lifestyle now, but the differences in lifestyle that people talk about, for most pop stars, I mean, an English pop star as opposed to a international pop star. If you've become successful as an English pop star, there really aren't that many changes in your lifestyle unless you want it. If you want change, then you make your own change, you know. Start to cut yourself off from other things. Don't laugh. But there really weren't any immediate huge changes, you know.
It it was, as you said, it was a big disappointment. All the glamour for us, all the glamour that we assumed there'd be in the music industry, you know, as soon as we became a part of it, there was absolutely none. And it was quite a big shock in a way, because it was so unlike anything that we'd expected. I know, it was certainly for me. I was really disappointed with it. Still disenchanted.
Are you?
Yeah.
But I mean, you must have found it was difficult, like from going out to clubs and being able to do all those kind of normal things.
It didn't change
you
quickly.
find that odd?
Well, it
No,
didn't change quickly for, you know,
No.
we didn't have money for the first 2 years, so it wasn't like we were thrust into the sort of positions that we find ourselves in now. It was very, very gradual, and
In terms of clubs and things like that, all you had to do is you'd go to the same places and just get a lot more drunk so that you wouldn't notice that people were expecting you to behave differently. You know, I still do it now, really. It's true, it's true.
Do you find that you have more trouble though when you go out? Well, you have lots of trouble every time you go out.
I don't go out now.
He doesn't go out anymore. But you notice, look at what a healthy looking boy. Look.
Well, you're there just quiet.
He's definitely reverted.
But
to
do you think there was any element of inviting trouble, or do you think it's just when you go out and you're at a club, people pick on you if you're famous?
I mean, it wasn't a question of getting picked on. I never got picked on. It was just that or the press happened to put the spotlight on whatever I was doing at the time. You know, there were 400 other men my age doing the same thing.
In the same club.
In the same club. But you know, I was a celebrity, and so they chose to spotlight that. It's really as simple as that.
Also, I mean, if they decide to take an angle, I mean, to be honest, basically, I mean, I was probably doing something fairly similar in some other club at the same time, but they had decided that Andrew was going to be, it had to be black and white to make a good newspaper story. It had to be black and white. So Andrew was going to be one thing and I was going to be the other. So while Andrew was,
I was going to be.
while Andrew was supposedly raping and pillaging, I was feeding my cat. That was the way they wanted to do it. So you know.
No, you were at home not spending any money.
Well, that's right. Yes, I told him about that this morning.
My
Apparently,
advice is
what is it, Dr.
spend,
Vernon?
spend.
Dr. Vernon Coleman says, "Spend, spend, spend, George, before you become the Howard Hughes of pop."
Dear mommy, dear daddy, you have plans for me. Oh yeah, I was your only son. And long before this baby boy began to breathe, you knew just what he would become. When you tried to